Hey guys, Chris, strat-o-matic, Delaware, fresh in from Espo Strat Baseball Network's presentation of his at-bats tournament he's going on. Candyman lost a game, but he lost it to Denny McClain. That's respectable. But man, my Pirates got to see Willie Stargell ground out. He should have went over the fence. Anyway, tonight, 2017 Dead Ball League, and Philadelphia is up again, this time at home. Going to be taking on the 1919 Chicago. Chicken in the car don't go. That's how you spell Chicago White Sox. And some guys will be wandering over, but we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Let people come in, and they'll be able to see how it's going as it goes. So without any further ado, Eddie Cocky Collins, second baseman, leading off. Bender on the mound for the Athletics. 3-4 fly ball to center field. That is one out. First batter of the game, Bucky Weaver, third baseman. Third bagger for the White Sox, 6-8. And he catches the single split. One out, one on. Al beats IDJ. What's going on, my brothers? Here we go. One out, one on. Bucky Weaver on first. Shoeless Joe. Top of the first. Chief Bender on the mound. 6-9. And looks like Joe Jackson draws a walk. Two men on, one away. Philadelphia Athletics once again, second night in a row at home against the 1919 Chicago White Sox. Chick Gandil. And he's going to swing on Bender. 2-3. Ground ball to second. Easy play for Collins. Gets it to Barry, so they're able to force Jackson. But that's going to let Weaver get the third. Gandil makes first on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Hap Felsch moved up a spot in the lineup ahead of right fielder Nemo Leibold. Felsch with the pitch from Bender, 6-5, and Felsch with a 2-star single. That's going to score Bucky Weaver. Run on the board for the White Sox early. Moves Gandil over to third, and that will bring up the right fielder, Nemo Leibold. And we got 2-10. Pop up behind second base. Eddie Collins tracks underneath it. Not to Eddie Collins, who flew out to center field at the bat for the White Sox, but to Eddie Collins, 8 years younger, playing second base also for the Athletics. A little bit of, let's do the time warp again here. That is the end of the first inning. 1 run scored for the White Sox. So the Athletics will come to the plate. And no, you're not seeing double. Eddie Collins leading off, playing second. Go imagine. On the mound, Dickie Kerr for the White Sox. Off his card, 4-3, and Collins strikes out. That's 1 away. Frank and Al is in the room. Home run, candlestick maker, Baker. Here we go. Dickie Kerr with a pitch, 5-5. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Leibold. He gets underneath it, makes that catch easily. That is 2 away. First baseman Stuffy McInnes facing Kerr. That is a 3-8 and a single. 2-out single for McInnes, which will bring us to Rube Oldring for 5 and draws a walk-off Kerr. So that's 2 men on, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Danny Murphy comes to the plate, right fielder. 1-7 and catches a split. Long fly ball. It is back. Hap Felsch races to the wall. It's over the wall. Murphy with a 3-run shot in the bottom of the first. The Athletics. Oh, man. Here we go. 3-run shot for Danny Murphy. You don't hit home runs in dead ball. There is no home runs in dead ball. Chris Lord, left fielder, 2 outs. Kerr feeling the sting, issues a walk. Right back where we started. Get off of the pile. Jack Berry, shortstop, 2 outs. Man on first. Dickie Kerr, 4-6, pops up behind third. Bucky Weaver's tracking over, makes that catch. Ends the inning. But the Athletics, they answer, and how? 3-1 going to the top of the second. Chat used to be bigger. Oh, sorry. Let it go. We're playing baseball. I'm not worried about technical crap right now. Ray Schock. Sad sack. He is the catcher for the White Sox. Facing Bender, leading off top of the second. 6-2. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Briss Lord. He's underneath it. He makes the catch. That is 1 away. Brings us to Sweet Risberg, shortstop, 8th in the order, 2-6. And that is a strikeout for Bender. 2 away. And that'll bring us to Dickie Kerr, starting pitcher for the White Sox. 2-7, and that's another strikeout. That will end the top of the second inning. To the bottom of the frame. Kerr resumes his position on the hill for the Sox. Ira Thomas, catcher for the Athletics, 8th in the order, leading off the inning. 2-9, draws a walk. Kerr, not his usual dominating self this evening. Chief Bender, he's going to lay down the bunt. And that is going to be in front of first base. Looks like, who is it? Gandil. Gandil's going to come over. He's going to make the play. 3U, but it is a sack. Gets the job done. 1 out. Catcher Ira Thomas is on second. He's a D stealer, a 10 base runner, so don't look for much there, but he is in scoring position. Eddie Collins looking to recoup that leadoff strikeout. 2-7, draws a walk, files in line. Right behind Thomas, men at first and second for Frank home run candlestick maker Baker. 1 away. 4-7 single for Baker. Boom, boom. Thomas is a 110. They're going to hold him at third. Bases loaded, 1 out. First baseman Stuffy McInnes is up, 321 batter in 1911. 1-4, pops it up behind short. Risberg able to scoot underneath that, make the play for 2 outs. And Rube Oldring, 5-6, and he's got a 2-star single. He knocks in a couple of runs. Ira Thomas scores. Cocky Collins scores. Baker to third. Athletics have a 5-1 lead. And I cannot grab the cards tonight. Right fielder, Danny Murphy, 2 outs. Dickie Kerr on the hill, but not for long at this rate. 5-5. Fly ball to right field. Leibold is underneath it, makes the catch. And that is it. But we go to the top of the third. Your score, Philadelphia Athletics 5. And I've misplaced some players. Where do they go? First, there we go. Yeah, Athletics 5. Chicago White Sox 1. Bender on the hill for the Athletics. Eddie Collins, leadoff batter, top of the third. 1-8, and he gets a leadoff single in the inning. They're going to hold him. Ira Thomas brings him down to a 1-14 to be safe. And throws him out, stealing second. Oh, my goodness. Thomas has been throwing guys out. Oh, Lord. Who'd they play last night? The Tigers. He was throwing out Ty Cobb. He was throwing out Sam Crawford. Oh, man. And here he is throwing out Eddie Collins. Bucky Weaver, 1 down, top of the third, 6-5. You hate to run yourself out of an inning, but, man, you got to do something. Single for Bucky Weaver. Second base hit in a row. Shoeless Joe. Man on first, 1-7. 2-star single gets Weaver around the horn. Men at the corners. 1 away. Chick Gandil comes to the plate. Swinging away on Bender. 3-4 single. That's going to score Weaver. Jackson to second. They're going to hold him at second. Shoeless Joe holds at second. That's going to bring us to Hap Felsch with 1 out. 2 men on, 5-9. That's going to be ground ball to second base, Eddie Collins. Ground ball C. He gets it over to McInnes. So Felsch is going to be out, but that's going to move the runners up. 2 outs. Right fielder Nemo Leibold. Jerry, how's it going this evening? Larry, OH. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. 3-6. Nemo Leibold grounds hard to Jack Berry. Gets it over to McInnes to end the inning. But on the compliments of a Chick Gandil RBI single to score Buck Weaver, the White Sox get 1 run back. It is 5-2 going to the bottom of the third. And Briss Lord, left fielder, leading off the action. 1-4, leadoff single off Kerr. Kerr is not long for this mound. He really isn't, not at this rate. Jack Berry, 265 batter. He's going to lay down the punt. 6. And he lays it down the third base line. Weaver gets it. No time to get Lord going to second. Gets Berry at first. Good throw to Gandil. So the sacrifice is affected perfectly. Ira Thomas catcher, 1 out. Dickie Kerr with the pitch, 1-6. A single for Thomas. Bree Lord is rounding third, headed for home, and he scores. Another run for the Athletics. Wow, goodness, here Philadelphia reeling it off. And that's going to be it for Dickie Kerr. Now, he's sucking wind out there on the mound. That's it. He's not having he's had a stellar season so far, but it's not his night. We are going to bring in, let's see, let's bring in Bill James. I don't think we've called his name yet this season. Probably could have left Kerr in for the pitcher, but no, he's had enough. 0.1 James. He'll probably pitch 2 or 3. I'm sure he's starter relief, so he'll be in there a little bit. 121 innings pitched in 1919. All right, so here we go. Chief Bender, 1 out. Man on first, 4-8, and James offers up a 2-star single to Bender. Knocks Thomas around to third. So much for that. Eddie Collins, at the corners. Bill James, 3-9, 2-star single. That's going to knock Bender around to third. Thomas is going to score. Another run on the board for the Athletics, and they are showing some power in the past couple of nights. Frank home run, candlestick maker, Baker, 1 out, bottom of the third, minute at the corners. Pitch from James, 4-4, catcher's card X. Shocks a 1 with a 19. He gets underneath it, popped up behind home plate, tracks, and makes the catch for 2 away. That's going to bring us to first baseman Stuffy McInnes, third in the order, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Man at the corners, 3-6, single for McInnes, another run for the Athletics. Brings Chief Bender in. Collins to second. He's a 119 going to third with 2 outs. Yep, he's going to get there. Man at the corners again. They just keep assembly lining these guys around at the corners. Ruby Oldring. Ruby. The pitch from James. 1-4. And Ruby misses the split. Long fly ball to left field. Joe Jackson is back by the track and the foul line. Jumps up in front of the wall. Makes the catch. Out number 3. Shoeless Joe. Great play to end the inning. Not enough to prevent the damage. 3 more runs for the Athletics. Your score is 8-2. Going to the top of the fourth. It's already taken Dickie Kerr out of this game. Chief Bender facing Ray Schock. Bender on the hill. Schock at the plate. Lead off top of the fourth. And a leadoff single for catcher Ray Schock. Swede Risberg shortstop, 8th in the order. Man on first, Bender's pitch, 1-9, a single for Risberg. Brings us to Bill James, and he's actually a 1 bat because it's early in the game. They can't start going through pitchers like crazy. So Bill James, 2 men on, and I never marked the end of the inning there. James is going to lay it down. 7. That'll get the job done down the first base line. No problem for McInnes. Stomps on the bag. Moves a couple of guys around. 2 men in scoring position. That's going to bring us to Eddie Collins. 319 and 1919. Pitch from Bender. 3-7. Draws a walk to load the bases. Bender finding himself in a particular jam here in the top of the 4th. Bucky Weaver, all they need is a ground out. Bucky Weaver's got a ground ball A on his 2-7, a ground ball B on his 2-8. We'll see. Here's the pitch from Bender. Weaver, 1-10 single. That's going to bring some runs back in. Schock scores. Risberg to third. They're waving him around home. 114. He scores. So that is a 2 RBI single for Bucky Weaver. Collins on second. Joe Jackson 1 out. White Sox are not letting this one get away. 5-3 hard ground ball hit to Barry. He's fielding at a 2 with a 2, and that's going to get by him. Another single. 1 base single by the fielding chart. So bases are loaded. 1 away. Again, Chick Gandil. Chief Bender really wants to get out of this inning. 1-12 and a foul out behind the plate popped up. Thomas gets underneath it, makes the catch. Possible injury. 7. And Gandil is going to be out for the game and out for the series. So we need another first baseman. Let's get that little bit of housekeeping out of the way. And we'll get to our 2-out bases loaded situation. Pardon the interruption. First baseman. Shane Collins. Shane Collins it is. Shano, first base, fielding at a 4. He is a 114 runner, D stealer. 2 outs. That's going to bring us to whoever is underneath here that I can't get to. Hap Felsch, center fielder. Chief Bender really wants to end this. 3-12 hard grounder hit to home run Baker at third. Scoops it up over to McInnes. Out number 3. So Bender gets out of it. However, he does issue 2 more runs to the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 8-4. A little bit of bat swinging going on here. All righty. Bill James on the hill for the White Sox. Danny Murphy, right fielder. Hit the home run his first time up. Flew to right. His last time up, 6-10, and gets a single to lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. Cannot grab the cards. Fingers are dry. Oh, no. Oh, I dropped Briss Lord. He died just like the Tigers did last night. Oh, I knocked someone else over. Oh, no, Chief Bender. Oh, the fat kid's knocking everything off the table. Briss Lord, man on first. James pitch, 1-4 single for Lord. Murphy on second. Jack Berry. He's going to swing away. The pitch from James, 3-5. Draws a walk, load the bases. Guys, we've got some offense going tonight. Blasting through this game, but it's taken forever. We're through the lineup in the bottom of the 4th inning 3 times so far. Al, have a good evening. Glad you can make it, man. I should have bribed Gandil. Geez. Ira Thomas, here we go. Bases loaded, none out. Bottom of the 4th. 2-3. Ground ball to shortstop. That's fielded by Risberg. Over to Collins. On to Shane Collins from Eddie Collins. Doubles up on Barry. Double play. 6-4-3. 2 outs. Run scores. Danny Murphy. Briss Lord goes to third. That's going to bring up Chief Bender. 2-7. Strikeout ends the inning. 1 more run tacked on by the Athletics. 9-4. Go to the top of the 5th. I keep getting these guys out of order. All right, here we go. Swede Risberg, 8th in the order, shortstop, going to lead off. 2-3, draws a walk. No, he's not. How do I get these guys so discombobulated? Nemo Leibold is leading off. Come on, reroll. 112. Oh, no. Grounder to third. Baker over to McInnes, out number 1. Possible injury again. 6. He's out for the series. Leibold. Jay, top of the 5th. Now we need a right fielder. One moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, goodness. And who do we have? We have an infielder that can play right field. You're short. Collins, there's not a whole lot going on here. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Get the best bat possible. Let's put Fred McMullen in, but he's going to be batting. He's going to be fielding at a 5. Right field. Fielding at a 5. 114. C. Steeler, 1 away. Ray Schalk against Chief Bender. Straighten these up a little bit. Sorry about that. 2-5. Draws a walk. His second trip. Man on. Swede Risberg now. Correctly in order. 5-9. Bender's pitch. Hard grounder hit to Collins at second. Unable to get to Schalk going to second. He got a huge jump over to McInnes to get Risberg for out number 2. And that will bring us to Dickie Kerr. Nope, Dickie Kerr is not. James. 1, 2. Yeah, okay, so this is James first at bat. Bill James, pitcher 2. No, it's not. Is it? 1, 2. He pitched the third, so 1, 2. Batted the third. Okay, so that is, yeah, James second at bat. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. James, man on first, 2 outs. Can't bunt this one. 3-8 strikeout. That's going to end the inning. Go to the bottom of the 5th. And it is 9-4 ugly on Philadelphia. Eddie Collins, leadoff batter, 4th time up. Now, bottom of the 5th inning, his 4th at bat. 6-7 off James' card, and that's going to miss the split. Hard liner to second. Collins' glove is all over it. Man is so fast that after he hit the ball, he ran out the second and caught the line drive to put himself out. Fast. How is that for fast? All righty. 1 away. Frank home run candlestick maker Baker. 5-5. Pop out to short. Easy play for Swede Risberg. That is 2 away. Brings us to Stuffy McInnes, first baseman. 3-9. Misses the fat single split on top. Hard liner to Bucky Weaver at third. He puts his mitt all over it. That is 1, 2, 3 in a rare quick inning for the Athletics. To the top of the 6th, 9-4. The dice, maybe they've been spent. Maybe we can pick up some time here. Eddie Collins leading off. 4-4, fly ball to center field. That's going to be Rube Oldring fielding at a 1 with a 10. Rube Oldring gets underneath that, waits for the ball to fall into his mitt, makes the catch. 1 away. Bucky Weaver, third bagger. Chief Bender with the pitch. 6-2. Fly ball to left field. Shoeless. No, I'm sorry. Chris Lord tracks underneath it. Makes the catch near the foul line. That's 2 away. Now Shoeless Joe. A little confusion going on this evening. 5-10. Catcher's card X. Thomas is a 2 with an 8. And that is going to be a pop-up in front of home plate, and he drops it. An error to him. Safe at first on a drop pop-up, so that's an infield single for Shoeless Joe. 2 outs. Man on first, Shane Collins in for the injured Chick Gandil. Pitch from Bender. 6-7 single for Collins. Joe is 1-16 going to third, and he makes it to third. Men at the corners. Chicago with a chance to score another run here. Hap Felsch takes the pitch from Bender. 3-10 double. That'll score. Shoeless Joe Jackson across the plate. Shane Collins to third. He's a 1-16, 2 outs, and he scores from second. 2 RBI double for Hap Felsch. Definitely not on the hook here tonight. 2 more runs for the White Sox. Felsch at second. Fred McMullen playing right field for the injured Nemo Leibold. 1-9 hard grounder hit to Jack Berry. Scoops it up. Rifles it over to Stuffy McInnes. No question about that one. Beats McMullen to the bag by a couple of steps. Ends the inning. But the White Sox plate 2 more on their quest for a comeback. Oh, I did it again. Where did it go? Keep putting the wrong pile on the wrong pile. McMullen batted last. There we go. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-6. Athletics. Ruby Oldring. Ruby. Center fielder going to lead off the action. Bill James still on the hill. Perhaps not for long, but he's going right now. Hard liner hit to Risberg at short. Like he knew where that was going. He was waiting for it. Danny Murphy, right fielder, 1 away, bottom of the 6th. 2-8 hard grounder hit to Risberg. Scoops it up over to Shane Collins, out number 2. They are testing the shortstop in this inning. Briss Lord, left fielder, 2 outs, 5-8 fly ball to right field. Back goes McMullen. He is getting close to the wall, makes the catch. And the Athletics showing a little bit of humanity here. Last 8 batters retired. Bill James coming in doing his job. Top of the 7th, Cheap Bender. 1-3 Ray Shaw. Grounder to second. Collins, easy play over to McInnes, out number 1. Swede Risberg, 8th in the order, shortstop. He has struck out, singled, and grounded to second. Pitch from Bender, 1-6. Hard liner hit to Eddie Collins, and he makes that catch easily. Right place at the right time. And now James, I think they're going to pinch hit for James. Are they going to pinch hit for James? Because most of their pinch hitters are already in the game. Cards are bunching up tonight. There's not really anybody on the bench. They might as well leave him in. No, because we're going to change the pitcher. Can't go forever. So let's go ahead and bring in catcher Bird Lynn. B-Y-R-D, Bird Lynn. Oh. Lynn, pinch hit. He's a 9 and an E. Nothing going there. James went, finished that one. 3.2 innings. Lynn will be batting. And we'll change that pitcher out. Here we go. 2 outs. Top of the 7th, Bird Lynn. Pinch hitting for Bill James. 5-6 hard grounder hit to Eddie Collins. He's a 1-20. Roll it again. 1-10. Scoops it up over to Stuffy McInnes. That is out number 3. 1-2-3 for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the 7th. At the old ball game. Red Faber comes out on the mound for the White Sox. Bottom of the 7th, Jack Berry, shortstop, 7th the order, leading off. 9-6 is your score. 1-3. Hard grounder back to the box. Faber scoops it up, gets it over to Shane Collins for out number 1. Ira Thomas, catcher. 4-9. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Hap Felsch. He camps out underneath it. He makes that play. That is 2 away. And Chief Bender, he's put in some work this evening. The White Sox have gone through the lineup 4 times so far. 4-6. And that's going to be a walk. Bender's second trip to first base. Eddie Collins with 2 outs. 5-10, and that's a single for Eddie Collins. Men at first and second. Frank home run Baker, Candlestick Maker Baker. 6-12. It's not a DH league. No injury. Fly ball center field. Back goes Hap Felsch. Stands in front of the ball, makes his little breadbasket catch for out number 3 to get out of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. Athletics with a 3-run lead. Due up for the White Sox, top of the order, Collins. Jackson. Collins, 2-6, leads off the single. Bucky Weaver is going to watch Collins be held, drop down to a 114 and try to steal second and succeed this time. That was a 5. So Eddie Collins on second base. Bucky Weaver at the plate. Chief Bender. Weaver 1-6. Pops it up behind short. Barry gets underneath it and makes the grab. That is 1 away. Swinging at Faber at Bender's pitch. 5-11. Did not swing at that last one, though. That's a walk. Gets on first in line behind Eddie Collins. 2 men on, 1 out. Shane Collins, 279 batter. He doesn't have any central ground. He does have a couple in his 2 columns, central ground ball A's. That right there is about an 11% chance of rolling it. 1 out, hit and run. A 4. Single, runners advance 2 bases. RBI single on the hit and run for Shane Collins. It's Jackson around a third. Eddie Collins scores. 1 out. Another run in the bag for the White Sox. Men at the corners. Hap Felsch comes up to the plate. Chief Bender gets a visit from Ira Thomas. Bender isn't looking wore out yet, but this is his 5th journey through the lineup. He's going to stay on there for now. Here we go. Felsch takes Bender's pitch. 1-9 base clearing triple. Tie ball game. Hap Felsch. And that's going to be it for Chief Bender, I believe. I do believe Chief Bender has done his last little bit. I didn't mark where Faber came in. I got to do that. Yeah, Bender's out. Giving up 9 runs. Looks like Dave Danforth is going to come in and try to make something happen here. And so Bender went 7. Kerr is no longer the losing pitcher. Well, hey, there it is. 9-9 is 90 feet away. Fred McMullen. Infield is in. McMullen takes Danforth's pitch. 4-7 and a walk. Come here. Catcher Ray Schock, 1 out. Men at the corners. Dave Danforth. Infield's in again. 6-9 fly ball to center field. Back goes Ruby Oldring. Gets underneath it and makes the catch. He is too deep. Hap Felsch is going to score on the sacrifice fly, and the White Sox take the lead for the first time since the top of the first. 10-9, Chicago. Huge score in this game. Doesn't normally happen. Swede Risberg, 2 outs, man on first. Pitch from Dave Danforth, 3-6, and that's a double, 2-star double. Going to get McMullen around to third, which is going to bring up Red Faber's going to stay in the game. Oh, so let's get his hitting card. He's a number 2. 9th batter in the inning, the pitcher, 2 outs. 2 men in scoring position. Dave Danforth with the pitch. 3-4. Faber draws a walk to load the bases to extend the inning and keep it alive. We go back to the top of the order. 10 batters this inning. This has happened the last 2 nights. This is crazy. Long stinking game. Eddie Collins. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-10, and that is a double with no associated stars. So McMullen scores. Swede Risberg scores. Faber's around to third with 2 outs. He's a 1. What is he? I never even wrote Faber in. Faber, pitcher, 2-10-E. Now he's at 12. 2 outs. Go for it. At the plate. We'll call that an 8-2 to end the inning. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs scored by the White Sox in the top of the 8th. 12-9. As we go to the bottom of the inning. Come on, A's. The winds must be blowing out. Stuffy McInnes. We'll get through this game stats. I'll jump into the chat for a minute or two, and then hopefully we'll breeze through the second game. McInnes leading off against Faber. 3-9. And that's going to be a hard liner to Weaver. Out number 1. Rube Oldring. Ruby. Athletics down by 3. 2-4 hard grounder hit to Risberg. Scoops it up over to Shane Collins for out number 2. Danny Murphy. Faber's pitch. 5-4. That is to Weaver. X result. Fielding at a 2 with a 12. And Weaver with the wide throw to Collins. Draws him off the bag. They're going to call that a throwing error on Bucky, and he is hacked off. He is smacking his glove, kicking third base. Hates it when it doesn't go quite right. He lost his balance on the throw. Briss Lord, left fielder, man on first. No earned runs after this point. 5-3. Back to the box. Faber is at 2 with a 20. Roll it again. 2 with a 10, and he just bungles it. Can't pick it up. Watches Murphy cruise into second. Late throw to first. Lord gets to first. Error on Faber. And the Athletics are finding a way to extend this inning. Jack Berry, the tying run at the plate. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 1-4 pops it up high behind second base. Eddie Collins tracks over. He calls off Shane Collins. And shortstop Swede Risberg makes that play. An all-important 3rd out. We go to the top of the 9th. White Sox are up by 3. Dave Danforth still on the hill for the Athletics, facing Bucky Weaver. 3-5. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Briss Lord. He's underneath it. Camps out. Makes that catch. 1 away. Shoeless Joe Jackson at the plate. 6th time up. 7th time up. 2 walks and 3 singles to his credit so far. Hard ground ball hit to first. Stuffy McInnes Trots over, makes the play himself for a 3-U. That's 2 away. Shano Collins at the plate. Danforth with the pitch, 6-7, and catches Collins swinging at the knee cheese. 3. Go to the bottom of the 9th. It's do or die time for the Athletics here in the first game of the doubleheader. Red Faber on the mound for the White Sox. Ira Thomas, catcher, 9, and Thomas leads off with a triple. Catcher hits a 3-bagger. And I do believe they are going to pinch hit for Danforth in this situation. Kind of have to. And I think they're going to go with Amos Strunk. Strunk pinch hit. There's a 115 and an A Steeler. Just in case, we'll make that mark. All righty. That was the, when did he get pulled? 7.1, so bottom of the 7th batting. Actually, Danforth at bat, isn't it? The walk. Pitcher. Here. Inch hit, 15. Here we go. 1 out. Nope, no outs. Ira Thomas on third base. Aim. The bat hat fell. She makes the catch deep, and plenty of time for Thomas to score. So that is 8. Sack. Little dot signifying an RBI, and now a 2-run lead. 1 out. Eddie Collins facing Red Faber. 3-7 single for Collins. Finds a way to get on base 4 times. 3 by single, 1 by a walk. Eddie Collins is a double-A. Ray Shock is going to hold him. That's going to take him 1-13. And he's not going to try to steal. He signifies a run. Frank home run, candlestick maker, Baker, 6-11. Fly ball to right field. Back goes McMullen. He's a 5 with a 6. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. Fred McMullen. 2 away. Stuffy McInnes walks up to the plate. Couple of warm-up hacks. Red Faber gets the signal in from Ray Shock. Looks over to first to hold Collins tight. Here is the windup and the pitch. 6-6, and it's a single for Stuffy McInnes. Eddie Collins, 2 stars, going to get around to third. Man at the corners. Go ahead run at the plate. And look who it is. Ruby. Faber gets the signal in from Shock. Looking over to third to Collins. Quick glance at first to Stuffy McInnes. Here's the windup. The pitch, 4-6. Issues a walk to Oldring. Bases. Tying run at second in Stuffy McInnes. Game-winning run at first in Rube Oldring. Murphy at the plate. 329 batter. Briss Lord is 310. No gutsy stuff like I've done before. He's got a pitch to him. There's nowhere to put him. 2-5, 2-star single. Tie ball game. Cross, Oldring to third. Men at the corners, 2 outs. Tie ball game. Comes up. And they are going to walk Lord to get to Barry. Jack Barry, shortstop. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th. Tie ball game. The pitch, 3-8 single. It's over. Athletics with the double comeback. Drives in Rube Oldring. 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, my goodness. That was a long, ugly game. All right. We'll put him there. Put Danforth there. We'll put him here. Oh, let me get some teams straightened up. We'll do some stats. I'll talk for a brief moment maybe, and then we will get right to the game. Try to get this going because I know some other guys want to stream, but man, a game like that, you just can't quite speed it up, you know? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, you guys go back here. Favorite comes off. You go there. He is a 3. You guys straight. A lot of batting in this game, so you guys have got your work cut out for you trying to vote for player of the game in this one. Dear Lord. All right, that goes there. There, there. There, okay, let's do some stats. So goodness, and the errors, 2 by Chicago, none by Philadelphia, 1-run ball game. Dear goodness, yes, the White Elephants win. Let's see. Eddie Collins is 2 for 5. Run. 2 batted in. Double. Stolen base. Caught stealing. And a walk. Bucky Weaver is 3 for 6. 2 runs. 2 runs batted in. Shoeless Joe is 3 for 4, 2 runs, 2 walks. Chick Gandil is 1 for 3. I put that on the top. I don't feel like messing with the stupid tape tonight. Run batted in. Shane Collins is 2 for 3, 2 runs, 1 run batted in, and a strikeout. I do walk. I don't do 2 walks. Come on. Hap Felsch is 3 for 5. Hit the non-home run cycle. 4 RBI for Hap Felsch. Well, 1 run, 4 RBI, double, triple. Nemo Leibold 0 for 3. Fred McMullen 0 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. Ray Schock is 1 for 3, run scored, 1 run batted in, sacrifice fly, and a walk. Swede Risberg 2 for 5, 2 runs scored, double, strikeout. Dickie Kerr 0 for 1, strikeout. Bill James 0 for 1, sacrifice hit, put it down here. And a strikeout. Bird Lynn, 0 for 1. And Red Faber, 0 for 1 with a walk. If he had not tried to score, this could have been a different game. Remember, he got thrown out for the last out in the top of the 9th, or top of the 8th, pitcher trying to score. If he had not tried to do that, and if ifs and buts were candies and nuts, it'd be a very Merry Christmas. So that is 2, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17. Hit a lot of huge hit games I'm rolling here lately. So that means Danforth gave up 1 hit, 2 hits. He surrendered 1 run to 3 runs. 2 of them were his responsibility. Walks 1, 2, and a strikeout. No home runs. So that means Chief Bender, 2, gave up 15 hits in 7.1 innings, gave up 9 runs, 10 were earned. Walks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 of those were his. Strikeouts 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 of those were his. And no home runs by Chicago. Alrighty, let's get Philadelphia, and then we'll get to the second game here. Collins is the other variation of Collins. 3 for 5. 2 runs, run batted in, K, walk. Baker 1 for 6. Home run Baker only 1 for 6. All those hits for Philadelphia, and Baker only had 1. Moved Collins around so he could score, so he did help. Stuffy McInnes 3 for 6, 2 runs, 1 run batted in. Rube Oldring 1 for 4, 2 runs, 2 batted in, walk. Danny Murphy 3 for 6, 2 runs, 4 batted in, home run. Briss Lord is 2 for 4, runs scored, 2 walks. Jack Berry 1 for 4 with a sacrifice hit and a walk. Ira Thomas is 2 for 4, 3 runs scored, 2 runs batted in, triple, and a walk. Chief Bender is 1 of 2 with a run scored, sacrifice hit, and a strikeout. Dave Danforth 0 for 0 with a walk. And Amos Strunk 0 for 0 with an RBI sacrifice fly. So that is 3, 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 hits for Philadelphia. Pretty even game there. So Faber, he gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Losing pitcher, by the way. Win goes to Danforth. He gives up 1, 2, 3, 4 runs, all earned. Issues 1, 2, 3 walks. No strikeouts or homers. Kerr might be easier to do, and the rest go to James. So Kerr with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm past him right there. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 1 home run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many runs? Gave up 3, 4, 5, 6 runs. Earned runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He walked 1, 2, 3, 4. Struck out 1. So that means James gave up 5 hits. He gave up 3 runs, 2 earned. Walks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 walk. No homers. Strikeouts 1, 2. So 1 strikeout was his. So there we go. The home run, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, it's definitely going to be an offensive player. That's where I'm going. Bart, welcome to the chat. Good to see you there, good sir. Let's hit the chat real quick. And guys, go ahead and vote on a player. I'm with Danny Murphy on that one. I really am. Everybody's in here talking tonight. Jerry Ball, Beats, Beatles eternally, brother. Ken Castro, good to see you, sir. Al Red Sox fan was in here earlier, had to beat it. Jerry Ball, longtime friend of the channel. Good to see you this evening, sir. Bart Ewing, glad you could make it. Fantastic to see you. ID Jester, fantastic channel. Check him out. Does a lot of computer gameplay, some sports, some RPG. Fantastic. Cards and Dice channel also for a great part, but he's converted it so that way he can do it on the computer. Really cool to watch. Very inventive, very intuitive channel. ID Jester. Check him out, guys. And boom. Oh, Ken Castro is going Hap Felsch MVP. 3 for 5. Running 4 RBIs, double, triple. Oh. MVP on a losing team. We got Hap. We've got, Dan Murphy, Hap Felsch. Unless someone else says something different, though, I got to go with Dan Murphy with that home run. I really do. Not to mention he drove in the winning run. I mean, oh, my goodness. Did he drive in the winning run? No, Jack Berry did. Didn't mark his RBI. Winning run. Got excited. The game was over. Yeah, I'm thinking Danny Murphy. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get to number 2 here. Danny Murphy, player of the game. Player of the game, number 2 coming up. Coombs on the hill for the Athletics. Seacott on the mound for the White Sox. And I'm going to make a couple of changes here real quick due to the injuries, and then we will get rolling. It'll be like Sam Snead. They're going to dance with who they brung. Get in there. Don't move around on me or nothing. All righty. So let me rate those 2 players in, and we'll get this going, guys. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm the man or not, but, man, I have fun doing this. Dear Lord, I do. Shano Collins is playing first base. He is rated 4. He is a 14D. Fred McMullen starting in right field, fielding at a 5. He is a 14C. And let's get this started, guys. Hopefully this game will go a little bit quicker because, well, I really don't want to be up that much longer. It's 10 o'clock. Jack Coombs on the hill. Eddie Collins leading off for the White Sox. 3-4 hard grounder back to the box. Coombs over to McInnes, 1 away. Bucky Weaver, third baseman. 4-4 catcher's card X. Thomas is a 2 with a 13, and that's going to be a passed ball followed by a foul out. Second out of the inning. Shoeless Joe Jackson. Let's look for a pitcher's duel. 2-7 fly ball to right field. Back goes Danny Murphy, makes the catch. White Sox 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Eddie Seacott on the hill for the Sox for the shy 9. Yeah, chicken in the car don't go. That's how you spell Chicago. Eddie Collins leading off again. 2-7, draws a walk. Shock's going to hold him, takes him to a 1-14. Collins is thrown out by Shock. Frank home run, Baker 1 out. Athletics thought they'd try to get it going early. 4-9. Baker strikes out. That is 2 away. Stuffy McInnes 3-10 hard grounder hit to Risberg over to Shane Collins, out number 3. Kind of a roundabout 1-2-3 inning, but we're scoreless after 1. Jack Coombs on the hill for the Old White Elephants. Shane Collins filling in at first for the injured Chick Gandil. 3-5 leads off with a single. Hap Felsch, center fielder. 2-6. Fly ball to left field. Back goes Briss Lord. Makes that catch. 1 away. Collins still on first. Fred McMullen takes Jack Coombs' pitch. 1-5 hard grounder hit to third. That is home run Baker able to get it to Collins to get Shane Collins at second. McMullen reaches on fielder's choice. 2 outs. Brings us to catcher Ray Schalk. Coombs' pitch. 6-5 and issues a walk. 2 men on. Top of the second. 2 outs. Swede Risberg, shortstop, 8th in the order. 5-12 hard grounder hit to first, and that is fielded by McInnes. He gets it to Eddie Collins covering, and that's going to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. Yeah, I hear you, Jerry. Only 8 there. Yeah, okay. Whatever. I stay up later than I should, but the brain starts to go fizzle at about 10:15. Rube Oldring leading off. Eddie Seacott with a pitch. 1-4. Rube Oldring, long fly ball. Back goes Joe Jackson by the wall, makes the catch. Away. Just missed a home run split there. Danny Murphy hit a homer in the last game. 5-4. And fly ball to left field. Shoeless Joe Jackson over by the foul line deep. Makes another great catch. 2 away. Briss Lord, left fielder. 2-4. Pops it up behind short. Swede Risberg tracks over. Calls off Weaver. Makes the catch. And we are scoreless after 2. All right, we go to the top of the third. Coombs on the hill for the Athletics. And Eddie Seacott at the plate. 2-3. Grounds it hard to first. McInnes all over it. Cross to the bag to force out the pitcher. That's 1 away. Eddie Collins, Cocky Collins, second base for the White Sox. The pitch from Coombs, 6-9. And that's a single for Collins. And Thomas is going to hold him, which will take his 115 to 112. And he's going to get that stolen base. And I checked last night or the night before, 1 in basic. It doesn't say anything about a possible throwing error, so we don't have to worry about checking for that with basic. Shoeless Joe Jackson, man on second. Nope, Buck Weaver. That wasn't an at-bat. That was a stolen base. Buck Weaver facing Jack Coombs. 6-4. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring, gets underneath it, makes the catch. That is 2 away. And now Shoeless Joe Jackson facing Jack Coombs on the hill for the Athletics. 5-5. Pops it up behind second base. Eddie Collins gets underneath it. Makes that play. We go to the bottom of the third. Scoreless ball game. Eddie Seacott on the hill for the White Sox. Jack Berry, shortstop, 7th in the order. 5-12 strikeout. Got that shine ball to blast right by him. Ira Thomas, catcher. 4-7. A ground ball to second. Eddie Collins is a 1 with a 1. Scoops it up. Gets it over to Shane Collins for out number 2, which will bring Jack Coombs to the plate to face his rival, Eddie Seacott. The windup, the pitch. 5-7, single for Coombs. Man on first, Eddie Collins. 3-6, and that's going to be a 2-star single for Collins. Moves Coombs around to third. Athletics have some business here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs. Frank home run, Candlestick, Maker Baker. The pitch from Eddie Seacott, 5. 9 hard grounder hit to Eddie Collins' second, over to Shane Collins for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Athletics. Scoreless after 3. Go to the top of the 4th. It's going to bring up Shane Collins, Hap Felsch, and Fred McMullen for the White Sox. Shane Collins playing first for the injured Chick Gandil. That'll be good to go for the next game, but Collins is in right now. Singled his first time up, 4-5. Coombs pitch, hard grounder hit to second. Eddie Collins fields it, gets it over to Stuffy McInnes, 1 away. Pat Felsch, 3-7. Yeah, I know you're in Europe, Beats. Dear Lord, shut up. Just kidding, brother. Glad I could entertain you late this evening. 3-7, Hap Felsch, 2-star single. 1 out single, top of the 4th. Fred McMullen, man on first, 4-9, fly ball to left field. Back goes Bristol Lord. He's underneath it. He makes that catch. That is 2 away. Catcher Ray Schock. He drew a walk his first time up. The pitch from Coombs, 1-5, fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring. He camps out underneath it, makes that catch. We go to the bottom of the 4th. And this might be shaping up to be that pitcher's duel I was hoping for. Stuffy McInnes, 3rd in the order, first baseman leading off against Eddie Seacott. 4-5, fly ball to right field. Back goes Fred McMullen, and he makes that catch, 1 away. Ruby Oldring, center fielder. Ruby. It's right there. 3-5. Draws a walk. Man on first for Danny Murphy, right fielder. Player of the game in the last game. 3-3, grounder back to the box. Seacott gets it to second. Eddie Collins. That's a 1-4. So Murphy will reach on a fielder's choice. 2 outs. Brings up Bristol Lord, left fielder, 6th in the order. Seacott's pitch, 6-8. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Hap Felsch. Drops his glove in front of him at his hips. Makes that breadbasket catch that the fans so love in Chi-Town. We go to the top of the 5th, scoreless ball game. Sweet Risberg, 8th in the order, shortstop, facing Jack Coombs, 6-5, leads off with a walk. Sweet Risberg is going to steal second. 12. He is an A. He makes it. Eddie Seacott is going to lay down the bunt. 7. Batter thrown out by first baseman McInnes. But it works. 1 out. Sweet Risberg's on third. A little bit of small ball going here in Philadelphia. Eddie Collins. The pitch from Coombs, 3-6. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Danny Murphy, close to the wall. He makes the catch, and Risberg is off. He's going to score, and the White Sox have a run across the plate. Sac fly by Eddie Collins, 2 outs, 1-0 Chicago. Bucky Weaver facing Jack Coombs on the hill for the A's, 4-5. Ground ball hit to second base. Eddie Collins gets it over to McInnes for out number 3. Top of the 5th, the White Sox score draw first blood. 1-0 lead. To the bottom of the bracket, shortstop Jack Berry is going to be leading off the action for the A's. The Athletics, the old white elephants. Eddie Seacott with a pitch, 6-4. Fly ball to center field, Felsch. It's an X, fielding at a 1 with a 20. Roll it again. 3. Gets underneath it. He makes that catch. That is 1 out. Ira Thomas, catcher, 8th in the order. Eddie Seacott with a pitch. 3-10. Pops it up behind short. Sweet Risberg slaps his glove. Lets it fall in for out number 2. 2 down. Brings us to Jack Coombs. 4-6. And Jack Coombs with another single. Pitcher's trying to help himself out, but no one's trying to help the pitcher help himself out. Eddie Collins, man on first, 2 down. Down 1, bottom of the 5th, 2-9, draws a walk. His 3rd time on base. And a first and second for home run candlestick maker Baker. His friends call him Frank. So does his mother. 1-4, 2-star single, and the Athletics get one back. Men at the corners. Coombs scores. RBI single, 1-1. It's going to bring up Stuffy McInnes. Eddie Seacott wants to get out of this. 3-5, nope, gives a single up to McInnes. And that is going to give the lead to the Athletics. Eddie Collins scores. 2 outs. Baker's a 16, 1-18. Makes it the third. And the A's start assembly lining around the bases, just like they have been. Rube Oldring, 2 outs. Seacott, a little nervous. 6, a little nervous in the service. 6-11, fly ball to right field. X. McMullen is a 5 with a 14. And that is a single -2. RBI single for Rube Oldring. Baker scores. McInnes to third. 3-1 Athletics. Danny Murphy, right fielder. 3-11, another walk. Bases are loaded. Briss Lord coming to the plate. Eddie Seacott reliving the nightmare that everyone has so far in the past couple of nights. Center field X, fly ball. That's going to be Felsch fielding at a 1 with a 12. Gets underneath it, makes the catch, and gets Eddie Seacott out of the inning. But the Athletics score 3 to answer Chicago, and they have a 2-run lead. We go to the top of the 6th. Your score, 1911 Athletics 3, 1919 Chicago White Sox 1. Shoeless Joe Jackson, left fielder, third in the order, leading off against Jack Coombs, 2-6, draws a walk. His first time on base. First baseman Shane Collins, the pitch from Coombs, 3-6, hard grounder hit to third. Baker gets it over to Collins, second. Shane Collins reaches first base. At Felsch, 1 out. Collins is a D-stealer, so he's not going anywhere. Felsch, 1-9, and hits a triple. And Chicago is right back in this thing. Shane Collins scores. At Felsch with an RBI triple gets a run in. Fred McMullen, 1 out. Jack Coombs on the hill. 3-10 strikeout. That's 2 away. Catcher Ray Schock, 6-6. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Ruby Oldring. Makes the catch. Ends the inning. But the Sox get one back. 1-run lead the Athletics have. We have going to the bottom of the 6th. I see what I keep doing to put those in the wrong order. I need to stop that. Eddie Seacott on the hill. Jack Berry at the plate. 5-9. Ground ball to second. Eddie Collins over to Shane Collins for out number 1. Seacott's not out of the game yet. Ira Thomas, catcher. 3-3. Hard grounder hit to Risberg. Gets it over to Shane Collins for out number 2. It's going to bring us to Jack Coombs. Single the first 2 times up, scored his last trip. 3-5 strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Athletics. In the top of the 7th inning, your score 3-2 Philadelphia. And the White Sox are looking to have something to say about that. Shortstop Swede Risberg leading off against Jack Coombs. 2-11 hard grounder hit too short. Jack Berry scoops it up over to Stuffy McInnes. 1 away. Eddie Seacott staying in the game. 2-11 fly ball to center field. Weak fly ball. Oldring comes charging in. Almost doesn't make it, but he makes the catch. That's 2 outs. Cocky Eddie Collins. Facing Coombs. 1-8, and that's going to be a single for Collins. He just seems to always find a way to get on base. Bucky Weaver coming up. He's not going to try to steal and risk the out because Thomas every once in a while will surprise you. 2-3. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Danny Murphy. Close to the foul line. Tracking. Makes the catch. White Sox score nothing. We go to the bottom of the 7th. That's the old ball game. Eddie Seacott still on the hill facing Eddie Collins. 3-3. Collins hits a sharp one to Collins, and Collins throws it to first and gets Collins out. So Collins doesn't make it because Collins made a great play after Collins hit the ball. Because Collins, you know, he's been getting a lot of hits, but that time Collins was all over it and made the play on Collins. Yeah, I know. Frank home run candlestick maker Baker 3-3 hits it to Collins, but he doesn't get Collins out this time. He gets Baker out. Out number 2. Stuffy McInnes facing Eddie Seacott. 5-10 off the pitcher's card. Weaver X result is a 2 with an 8. He scoops it up, gets it over to Shane Collins for out number 3. No runs scored in the 7th inning. We go to the top of the 8th. Harboring a 1-run lead over the White Sox. Jack Coombs comes back to his station on the mound. Joe Jackson leading off top of the 8th inning. 6-10 with a single. Joe Jackson is on base. Shane Collins looking to get him around. 2-4 fly ball to left field, and back goes Briss Lord, gets underneath it, makes the catch. That is 1 away. Hap Felsch, center fielder. Jackson on first, 1-6, pops it up behind short. Jack Berry gets underneath that easily, makes the play. 2 down. Fred McMullen. 2-2, hard grounder hit to third. Baker's all over it, gets it over to McInnes for out number 3. For the White Sox on the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the frame. It's going to bring us Rube Oldring, Danny Murphy, Briss Lord. Oldring leading off. Eddie Seacott still in the hill. Not too far into the 4th time through for the Athletics lineup, so Seacott's still going strong. 5-7, and a leadoff single for Oldring. 2nd hit of the game, 2nd hit in a row. 3-4 hard grounder hit to Swede Risberg. He gets it over to Collins, makes the turn on to Shane Collins. That's a double play, doubled up on Oldring. 6-4-3. Briss Lord, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. A's with a 1-run lead, 6-10. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Hap Felsch, makes that catch. We go to the top of the 9th, and this is it for Chicago. They've got to score a run to keep it going. They've got to score 2 to get ahead. And Jack Coombs has not given up his duties on the mound. He's pitched a good game so far. Ray Schock, catcher, 3-7, and he lines it hard to second. Eddie Collins is there to make the snag and save the base hit. It's 1 out. Shortstop Sweet Risberg. 5-4 fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring. He's a 1 with a 19. Gotta roll it again. Gotta roll it again. 1 with a 9. Gets underneath it. Lets it fall into his mitt. That is out number 2, and it comes down to the 9th spot in the order. And Eddie Seacott, if there is a bottom of the 9th, will not be pitching it. White Sox have got to dig somebody off the bench. Now let's put him where he belongs. You know what? As good as anybody else they've got on the bench. Eddie Seacott's batting. Eddie Seacott's staying in the game. Here it is. Eddie Seacott is staying in the game. 2 outs facing Jack Coombs. The pitch. 412, fly ball to right field. That is going to be Murphy at a 2 with a 19. Back goes Danny Murphy. He gets underneath it, settles in, slaps his mitt, makes the catch. End of the game, and the A's sweep the White Sox. This game by a score of 3-2. Fantastic ball game played by both teams, by both pitchers. Oh, man, that was fun. Gosh, I love this game. I love it so much. All right, let's straighten these guys up, do some stats, and then we'll hit the road and relinquish the airwaves for other folks if they like. I'm glad you guys were able to make it this evening. I really am. I enjoy spending time with you guys. I really do. I really do appreciate it when you guys show up like that. All right, 3-2. Cleanly fielded game, no errors. So let's count them out. Collins is 2 for 3. Run batted in, stolen base, sacrifice fly. Bucky Weaver 0 for 4. Joe Jackson 1 for 3 with a walk. Shane Collins 1 for 4, runs scored. Hap Felsch 2 for 4. Run batted in, triple. Fred McMullen 0 for 4, strikeout. Ray Schalk 0 for 3 with a walk. Swede Risberg 0 for 3 with a run scored, stolen base, and a walk. Eddie Seacott 0 for 3, sacrifice hit. So that is 2, 3, 4, 6 hits issued by Coombs in his complete game win. 9 innings. Seacott with a complete game loss. Let's see how he did. Well, let's rate Coombs in. Gave up 6 hits, gave up 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and no homers given. All righty. Eddie Collins, 1 for 2. Caught stealing, walk. Anyone up there caught? No, I didn't think so. All righty. Home run Baker 1 for 4. Run scored, run batted in, strikeout. Ennis 1 for 4. Run batted in. Rube Oldring 2 for 3. Run batted in and a walk. Danny Murphy 0 for 3 with a walk. Briss Lord 0 for 4. Jack Berry 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Ira Thomas 0 for 3. Jack Coombs 2 for 3. Run scored, strikeout. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits for Philadelphia. 3 runs given up by Seacott, all earned. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. No homers. Jack Coombs, kind of tough to beat, the complete game winning pitcher in a 3-2 win. Played Chicago tight. Yeah, Jack Coombs gets it. Definitively. Player of the game, Jack Coombs, right there. Your final score for game 2. 1911 Philadelphia Athletics 3, Chicago White Sox 2. So that's going to put Philadelphia at 7-3 and Chicago at 6-4 on the season so far. Oh, man. And Al is back in the room. Check out our Red Sox fans channel. Like and subscribe him. He's got a lot of great sports replays, a lot of PC replays, Action PC, Diamond Mine Baseball, Pure Sim. He's doing baseball, golf, football, you name it, some fantasy hockey. Some really great stuff going on. Check out our Red Sox fan, IDJ. ID Jester was in the room earlier. Check out his channel as well. A lot of fantastic sports and RPG computer replays. Computer replays of cards and dice games that he has adapted to the computer. Definitely worth checking out. Everybody that was in the room, guys, Beats, Jerry, Ken Castro. Ken, love you, brother. Glad you could make it tonight. Bart, thank you for making it out. It was good seeing you in here, sir. Jerry Ball, I'm going to mention you one more time just in case I didn't before, but man, Jerry's been with me since the beginning, and I really appreciate the longevity of his being a fan of the channel. His support really has been fantastic over the months, over the years. That pretty much covers everybody, guys. This is Chris, strat-o-matic, Delaware, saying have a great evening. Tomorrow is Friday. Toes go in first, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Look for some dead ball. If not tomorrow, a buttload of it on Saturday. I'm going to try to catch up and get ahead a little bit. So, guys, have a great evening. Keep on rolling.